Welcome to my How to Forgive Even If You Still Feel Resentment masterclass. And before we start, I would like you to answer these two questions. So type hi into the comments so that I know that you are here with me, that you're watching, and answer these two questions. I'm gonna type them into the comments. These two questions are absolutely crucial to forgiveness and to doing the work we are going to do today. Today's class is going to be a little bit different than the other classes. We are going to do actual practice, a super powerful breath work and guided meditation process that will get you started on your way to forgiveness. And some of you might even forgive after the practice. So let's see how it's going to work out for you. But for sure, at least you are going to feel better about the whole situation. If you want to forgive, this is absolutely crucial that you must want to forgive. It's not for the other person, it's for your own sake. And that's why I'm going to ask you two important questions, right? So question number one is, why is it important to forgive? Why is it important to forgive? Okay. And question number two, what obstacles have you encountered regarding forgiveness? So what obstacles have you encountered regarding forgiveness? So that means that if you were trying to forgive and you couldn't, and what happened? Actually, why was it happening? Oh no, I didn't want to end it. Instead of send, I almost ended this masterclass. Shoot. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So we are gonna be talking about forgiveness, and before we go on, I will introduce myself. For those ones who don't know me yet, my name is Dita Dobrikova, and I'm a certified life coach, NLP practitioner, and currently I'm doing medical qigong practitioner's course. And in my life, I have overcome loads of problems. If you have watched any other master classes with me, then you know loads of my stories, because in every single master class and everything I teach, in every single master class I share actually stuff from my own experience and how I have overcome and how I work on myself and how I have overcome life difficulties and problems. And also today I'm going to share two forgiveness stories from my own life. So everything I teach is from my own experience and from the experience with my clients. So, and I have also learned loads of tools to work on your mind, to work with the emotions, yes, to work on your body on every single level possible. So I have a lot to share with you. So before we start, I would like you to answer these two questions. So type the answers to these two questions into the comments. And I'm gonna tell you that there are a couple of levels of forgiveness. So usually the strongest one and the most difficult one is forgiveness to someone else. So this is what we will be dealing with today actually. But there are also other kinds of forgiveness, like forgiveness to yourself. If you cannot forgive yourself for having done something you shouldn't have done, and you cannot forget and forgive to yourself, or you cannot forgive God, that's forgiveness to God or higher power or the universe, that something happened to you when you, for example, that something happened to you when you were a child and you couldn't protect yourself, and that the God let something terrible like that happen to you, for example. Or there is also forgiveness to situation, that you blame the situation from what happened to you. And I'm gonna tell you that I have learned from my own experience that there is no point blaming another person or circumstance or God or whoever else or whatever else for something that happened to us. Our best option is to take responsibility and take care of that. Because, has anyone answered the questions here? Because if you don't forgive, you are going to suffer, not the other person. And you don't have to worry what's going to happen to the other person or if the other person is going to be punished. That's what I had a problem with. Because as I'm going to tell you in a while, I had this this kind of a pretty terrible story. And I was so angry with someone, totally pissed off, and I couldn't forgive. And I wanted to punish the person. And I will tell you exactly how. But now I know from my own experience that there is no point doing it, because I actually damaged my own life doing it. I damaged myself, not her, actually. So the best option is to take responsibility into your own hands and do what's best for you, and not to care about the other person. Just leave it up to the God, the higher power of the universe or life itself to punish them or to get their lessons or whatever. It's none of our business. It's not up to us. We can only work on ourselves. You cannot change another person. Only yourself. So the best way you can help yourself in this situation is to work on these emotions of resentment and hatred and stuff. So, and I have got the first answers to the question. So Anka says here, why? For us to feel, so why is it important to forgive? Why? For us to feel better, to not have it locked inside us, to prevent other illnesses, mental health included. Exactly. Because if you are going to keep resenting someone or having negative emotions against someone, you are going to harm yourself, not the other person. And that's why it's absolutely crucial to forgive. Some like spiritual or like mind or psychologist or whatever, like psychologists, scientists, or I don't know what to call them, or mind experts or whatever, they claim that unforgiveness in the long run may cause cancer, may give disease to our body. Because if you cannot forgive, you are constantly vibrating this low negative energy and you are ruining your own life. And there are some other comments here as well. So Dianera Dobra says to feel relief and to be able to have harmonious life. Exactly. That's why forgiveness is so important. So, what happened? Oh, sorry. I touched there something and my screen disappeared. Okay, so anyone else would like to answer the questions? So, have you tried to forgive, and have you encountered any obstacles, or what was the most difficult? What is the most difficult thing about forgiving the other person, basically? So I'm waiting for your answer. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you my first story. So my first story now, and the second story after the practice. Yes, so there is another person commenting here. James Heath, stop damaging myself with resentment towards people I couldn't still forgive. So that was the most difficult thing. Because you continue feeling this resentment and anger towards the other people, right? Yes. A good memory. Resentment towards people I couldn't still forgive. Yes, a good memory. You wish you had worse memory. You wish you were more forgetful. Got it now. Yes. But I believe everybody remembers something like that. We all remember when something hurts our feelings. Unfortunately, nobody has bad enough memory not to remember that. Right. Okay, and Anka says here, yes, I agree. I'm sure my dad was one of that example, and I'm another example. And still, it's lasting. I can't forgive to certain people, mainly to my parents, to my family, my siblings. And especially, it's a terrible situation if you cannot forgive someone. You will be, and you will have been, and you will be in contact with like your family members, because that's somebody you will be seeing, you will continue meeting, and they will continue reminding you certain things if you cannot forgive yourself and them for something. Okay. Because if I forget, I forgive. Ah, yes, of course. That's the memory thing, right? Yes, I can imagine. Okay. So as you all know who are here now with me, it's absolutely crucial to forgive. Absolutely crucial. And I'm gonna tell you my first story and what happened. So, where to start? So, as you know, I work as a teacher, and I had this student, and we became friends. And then I introduced her to my husband, even though we were separated with my husband at that time. At that time, we were separated with my husband, and I didn't really care if he was dating someone or whatever, because we had been already separating for over a year, for over a year, and we had grown apart from each other. And actually, the second story is gonna be about my husband, which I'm gonna tell you after the exercise. And so this girl started a relationship with my husband, and obviously there was a lot of resentment and hatred and anger. She was supposed to be my friend. She was supposed to be on my side. She was not supposed to be friends or lovers or whatever with my husband, right? So I was angry. I was really angry with her, and I felt totally betrayed. I felt totally betrayed. And I couldn't call her other words than bitch or fucking bitch. That's how terrible it was. Now I don't refer to her like that anymore. I don't have the need. So you can imagine how angry and how full of resentment I was. And this happened just a couple of years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, right? 3 years ago, I think. And and I, because I was so angry, and I was feeling so many negative emotions towards her, and I wanted basically to punish her. I wanted all my friends to resent her because of what she had done to me. I wanted all my friends not to be friends with her and to be friends with me. And I was always bitching about her wherever I went. And do you know what my friends, or the people I knew with, because they were friends with both of us. Like, I introduced her to all my friends and whatever. So actually they got kind of pissed off with me because I was talking so badly about her. And at that time, she wasn't speaking like that about me in those terms to anyone. And I also spoke badly about her with a lot of negative energy and a lot of bitching to everybody almost I met. And people were hating me, started to dislike me, not her. So you understand how bad it is when you feel this internal anger and resentment towards someone, and you vibrate this energy. And I wasn't having a great life. I lost one of my courses, so I lost quite some money when I was feeling this negative energy, and I was very tired. I didn't have much energy. I was not feeling well, and my life wasn't really wonderful at that time. And I think it was all because I was holding on to this resentment. I was feeling toward her, and I wanted to punish her. And even though I knew all these things and I knew like about forgiveness and whatever, but at that time I didn't know the most powerful tool, which I learned later and which we are going to do today. At that time I didn't know the most powerful tool, Tumo breath and guided meditation and guided visualization work. And I didn't know that, and I was just thinking, I know that I'm hurting myself, not her actually. And I even had like a physical proof, because everybody, even my friends, were starting to go on her side, because I was bitching so much and I was so negative and so nasty. Nobody likes that. With negative and bad energy, you only damage yourself, not another person. And I knew that I had to stop that. So, and I didn't know what to do, because I couldn't stop feeling that. And we used to, at that time we met sometimes, because she was still living with my husband and I had to bring my daughter over there, and there were also some other things. My husband was ill, but I will tell you the other story afterwards, after the meditation and after this powerful practice we are going to do together to get you started on the way of your forgiveness. And so I just wished to myself, I want to forgive her, and not for herself, but for myself, because I didn't want to be this bad, negative person, vibrating this negative energy. And I knew that if I wanted to get my life back, put my life back together and get my happier life or better life back, I had to forgive her, and I had to stop hating her and resenting her. So I wished, I want to do this. I really want it so much. And I knew, and I know from my experience, that if I wanted something to happen, and if I expressed strong desire that I wanted it, it happened. Usually life brought the tools for me how to do it. I just had to act upon those tools. So I learned the practice, how to do it or whatever. And as I expressed that, I just basically stopped thinking about her. I let go of this resentment, and I did some breathwork practice. So we'll be doing something similar, but even more powerful in a bit now. And I just let go of wanting to punishing her. It wasn't up to me. I just let go and left it up to the universe. I realized it's not up to me to punish her. It's up to the universe. And I also realized that it's the way I see it with my eyes. And she sees it differently. She sees the situation differently. And my friends and other people who knew us, they also saw the whole situation differently. So basically, you only know what the situation is like in your own mind, but you don't know what's happening in the other person's mind. Maybe I did something, I said something really nasty to her or whatever. I surely took part in all that happened. I took my responsibility, and I stopped wanting to punish her. I just said, okay, I will leave it up to the universe. I'm not gonna do anything anymore. Let's leave the universe to punish her. If she did something bad, it's none of my business. It's her life. My only business is my own life, and I have to work on my own life, not her life. That's none of my business. Let her live and do whatever she wants with her own life. I just want to move on with mine. And as I stopped hating, I stopped speaking about her badly and all these things, my life started changing. And in the end, then I learned a powerful breathwork practice, and I started practicing it. And now I don't feel any resentment towards her anymore. I wish her all the best. and always, and I promise to myself that I will never ever do this to myself anymore. Because who did I hurt? Myself, not her, by doing all these nasty things and having this negative energy and feeling all this resentment. Even if you don't tell anyone, guys, even if you keep it in yourself and you continue hating this person and sending thoughts of hatred towards them or whatever, it's almost the same, because you are still vibrating this negative energy. So it's so important. And actually, when I stopped with all this, the whole situation turned around. In the end, she was punished by life, and I progressed with my life a lot more than before. But I had to let go. I had to let go. In the end, also people I cared about, they turned to my side because they noticed certain things. But I had to get rid of this resentment and hatred first. And then everything started turning in my favor. So this was my story, and this is like a strongest story. I have felt the strongest resentment and hatred and negative feelings towards someone in this particular situation, towards this particular person. Okay, and now there are some other. There is Fatima Jesus. Hola. Hi, Fatima. And then there is Dianera. Two more, my favorite. That's a super powerful breathing practice, and we are gonna do it in a while. Just let me. And Eric is here as well. Hi, Eric. Sometime you can forget about that person, and really, I won't. It's not by forgiving someone and not feeling the resentment. I don't mean that you have to be the best friends with them, you know, or like them very much or whatever. It's just that you neutralize the feeling. When you think of that particular person, you don't feel anything bad, and you can even wish them all the best. I wish you all the best. Yes, it's your life. I don't wish you anything bad. I wish you all the best. Live your life wherever you want. I don't want you in my life though. That's fine. That's fine to feel like that about someone, of course. But usually we feel this anger and this resentment that even if you said that I wish you all the best, you don't feel it in your heart. And that's the problem with forgiveness, that we still feel resentment and anger in our hearts. James said, then telling to yourself, let the universe manage it. Yes, exactly. Let the God or whatever, universe or whatever you believe in, to punish the person. It's none of your business. It's their life, the other person's life, even if they really did something bad. Yes? It's none of my business. It's his problem. He is shitting into his own nest, because if I did something bad, they're going to be punished for sure. They're going to suffer in one or another way. That's for sure. They are not going to get away with that. But it's not up to you to punish them. So for your own best, the forgiveness is for you, not for them. You don't have to care about them. Just wish them all the best, what you deserve in your life, and you don't have to care what it is. And you should only care about your own life. And for that reason, so that you can have the best life possible, you need to forgive for yourselves, not for the other person. Right? Okay, and now we are going to do this powerful practice. I'm really excited about it. So I hope you are in a quiet place where nobody is gonna disturb you. This practice is gonna take about, I would say maybe about 15 or 20 minutes, not longer, maybe even a bit shorter. So sit straight, sit on a chair with your back straight, Do not support your back against anything like this. Sit straight so that you are centered. Relax your shoulders. And I'm going to turn the light away so it's not shining into my eyes. And close your eyes. And first focus on your body. Is your back straight? Butt relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Head up. And now, rub your hands together. This, rub your hands together. And place them on your belly. And 3, 2, 1, exhale all the air from your belly and chest. 3, 2, 1, exhale. And move your belly muscles inwards. And now start breathing into your chest. 1. And the breaths have to be strong, really powerful, strong breaths. And you are moving as you are breathing. When you inhale, you move backwards a little bit. Like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, deeper. 8, even deeper. 9, even deeper. 10, even deeper. And on 11, hold the breath. Hold the breath and swallow it into your belly. And slowly release. And you can relax your hands if you prefer. You can put them on your knees or keep them on your belly as you prefer, as comfortable for you. And this was just the first round. Also, if you are new to this breathing practice, to learn it, because we are gonna do another 3 rounds. So now, after the first round, just stay with your mind and body and how you feel. If you are calm, you might even feel a little lightheaded, but that's no problem. If you feel too lightheaded, then don't hold the breath, the 11th breath, too long, just really short. Or just exhale right away, swallow into the belly and exhale. Otherwise, always on the 11th breath, you breathe in, you hold for a couple of seconds, then swallow the breath into your belly and exhale. And for example, now I'm feeling relaxed and calm, connected to myself. And now imagine this person you feel resentment towards, this person you cannot forgive. And just rate your feeling of this resentment from 1 to 10. So how bad is your feeling towards this person from 1 to 10? And just rate it for yourselves. How do you feel about the person? Like naturally, without even doing any practice yet. And remember how you're feeling now, because we will compare it at the end of the exercise. And now we are going to do the second round. And in the second round, we are going to open our heart. So, put both hands on your heart. And we are going to do the same breathing practice. But you'll be moving your arms like this, back. When you inhale backwards, exhale down. Okay? And you always slip the hands back on your heart. And you open as much as you can when you inhale. Okay? And exhale. And now we are going to do the second round. So 3, 2, 1, exhale all the air from your chest and belly. And we're going to start breathing into the chest and moving as much as we can to open our heart, as much as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, faster. 8, faster. 9, deeper. 10, deepest. 11, deepest. And hold. And swallow into your belly. And slowly release, keeping your heart open. And now imagine like all the negative energy and negative thoughts towards this person are melting down your body into the earth. You are cleansing your body from all the negative resentment, hatred, anger, and other bad thoughts that don't serve you. You know that you are doing this practice for yourself, to have a better, happier, and more fulfilling life. And you know that this person is gonna be punished by the universe if they deserve it. And you leave it up to the universe. It's none of my business. My own life is the only business of mine. And I want to have the best life I can. So I'm letting go. And even if you cannot feel it right now, just try. Just try as much as you can. It's okay. Let's fake it until we make it. Just in order to be successful, you must want to forgive and to let go of all the resentment that doesn't serve you. And if you want, it's gonna happen for you. You might have to repeat this exercise later. And now imagine how you are getting charged from the universe and the earth with unconditional love and peace. And as you inhale, imagine this energy of unconditional love and peace vibrating, getting into your body. And as you exhale, feel it vibrating. And let's inhale the energy again and feel it vibrating. And one more time. Inhale this unconditional love and let it vibrate in your body. And stay with this feeling for a few moments. What it feels like to be present with this wonderful feeling of unconditional love and peace. And now inhale deeply and exhale everything negative that still stayed there out of your body if there is something. And now let's do the third round. So this time we're gonna do it with our arms open. Open your arms. And 3, 2, 1, exhale all the air from your belly and chest. 3, 2, 1. And start breathing and moving your arms backwards and forwards as much as you can. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, deeper, 7, faster, 8, even faster, 9, even deeper, faster, 10, even deeper, faster, 11, the fastest, deepest, and hold the breath and swallow it into your belly. And now you can place your hands on your heart and slowly release the air. And now imagine this person. You feel resentment towards this person you cannot forgive. Imagine them in bed, very ill, totally shivered from illness, and you know that they are going to die. See them, what they look like. And feel what you feel when you see them like this. They are not the same person as they were when they hurt you. It's like somebody totally else in front of you, somebody stripped of their ego. There is a human being in front of you. You feel compassion towards Smell what you smell in the air, the smell of coming death. And feel what you feel like. And now imagine what you want to tell this person and how you feel about them. And now you see this person says, I'm so sorry for what I have done to you. I didn't mean to. I couldn't act differently in the given situation. And you imagine your reaction to what they are saying. And stay with the emotion you're feeling now towards the person for a few seconds. And now let's get ready for the last round. And now put one heart on the belly, one hand on the belly, one hand on your heart. And 3, 2, 1, exhale all the air from your chest and belly. And we are gonna do the third round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 deeper, 9 even deeper, 10 even deeper, 11 deepest. And hold the breath and swallow it into your belly. And slowly release. You can let go. You can put your hands wherever you prefer now. And now stay with the sensation. What do you feel like? Think of this person again as they are now. And how much resentment do you still feel towards this person? Rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. And now rub your hands together. Place them over your eyes. And stay with the sensation. And give some love to yourself. Move them down your face, down your neck, down your body, down your legs. Give yourself a hug and say to yourself, I forgive myself. I love myself. I deserve to have the best life I can. And I deserve to make all my dreams come true. And now we can slowly move some parts of the body, whichever need to be moved. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. And I'm probably still on, but I see here again, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. And now, guys, type into the comments, how do you feel now after the exercise? And Eric says it's not angry, or just how can the mother don't spend a dime for her son? And for that, I'm very mad, angry. Of course, I understand that, Eric, that how can a mother not give money to her son or pay anything for her son? Of course, I can imagine that you are angry about that, but the anger doesn't serve you. Just leave it up to the universe to punish her. It's none of your business to punish her, because by being angry, you are only punishing yourself. There is no point. So James said that he's feeling better. That's wonderful. And you can do this practice on every single person you feel resentment towards. Or repeat it on the same one until it's gone, like from time to time. You don't have to do like every day. Now let yourself, I would let go now and not think about it at all. And then you will see next time when you see this person or when you encounter them, how you feel about them in real life. And if still necessary, I would repeat this practice again. So now let go of everything, don't even think about it, and you will see how you feel in reality about this person when you really meet them. And if necessary, you can repeat this exercise. And you can do the same exercise with every other person you feel resentment towards. And now I'm going to tell you the other story, I promised, and then we will wrap up because this masterclass has been pretty long already. If you have any questions in the meantime, type into the comments. Let me know, other people also who did the meditation with us, who did the practice with us. Let me know how you're feeling. And I'm gonna share the other story before we wrap up. So the other story is regarding my husband. When we met, we were the best friends. We were there for each other. We were enjoying and whatever. And then after my daughter was born, yes, my husband continued partying and going out, and I couldn't anymore. And we started growing apart from each other, let's say. So we didn't understand each other anymore like before. Yes, and there were also, we didn't communicate properly, and there was some resentment on both sides. And in the end, I decided to leave. Yes, and there were also some bad things happened, like because we couldn't communicate together. Yes, there were some problems and arguments and stuff like that. And even some bad arguments. And I decided to leave because I couldn't stand it anymore. And I stopped drinking, and my husband continued drinking. And you can imagine when somebody drinks and there is a problem in the relationship, how it graduates. when people get under influence of alcohol. So I'm not gonna really tell you all the stories and stuff. And I left, and I kind of felt I didn't care. I didn't feel angry with him or whatever, but I felt like I didn't. Okay, so you do what's your life, whatever you want. And basically, the main reason why I left was his drinking and these arguments and this bad feeling in the relationship. And then like maybe 2 or 3 years later, he got terminally ill. He got glioblastoma, brain cancer, and his whole life changed. He had to stop drinking, and he also changed because it hit his brain. He ended up handicapped on a wheelchair, and when I learned how ill he was, I felt so sorry for him. I felt love again for him, and we became friends again, and I looked after him as much as I could because I had this internal feeling. And also when he died, I felt sorry. I remembered only the good things we had together, like the best experiences, when we were still soulmates, when we were going out, when we had great time together. I didn't remember the bad time after my daughter was born, and when we had grown apart from each other and stuff like that. And that event by itself, when I learned how ill he was, that kind of melted my heart immediately and made me forgive. So that's how I got inspired actually to add this little thing into already, even without that, powerful meditation. So guys, if you have any other questions. Dianera said, I didn't hear it all because sound wasn't loud enough. Oh, how come? And Anka says, it was great. I felt wow, my heart was hurting and I feel much better in meditation. That part when I should imagine that that person is struggling and going to die, I felt very strong emotion. Sorry, and immediately came out of my heart. I'm forgiving you and thank you for that good what you gave me. It was my mother, that person, so to imagine her like that was very strong. Yes, wonderful. So according to Anka's reaction, she might have been even healed of her resentment towards her mom. And let your mom, Anka, do whatever she wants. It's her problem if she's not treating someone right. But for your own peace of mind, and even like love, this unconditional love, it transforms the relationship. So when you start behaving towards her in a loving way, I believe that she will also change her behavior, because this kind of unconditional love is totally transformative. It affects, if you feel and give like this unconditional love honestly, the other person is like a ripple. The other person usually changes as well, because as long as we hold resentment, we cannot behave like this toward the person. When you stop feeling resentment and you are able to behave like that, that's when, okay, and I lost the page. I don't know now what happened. There are like strange things happening, but my camera is still on, and I don't know if I'm still on, because a strange thing happened here on Facebook. Okay, so I'm gonna continue as if nothing happened. Okay, so when you let go of resentment, then you can feel unconditional love, and you will also yourself start behaving differently towards the person, and that will cause a ripple. So the person will start behaving differently towards you, and this is especially super valuable to do about people we have to meet in our lives, because there is no point to like continue living our life and having bad resenting and having bad relationship with this person and ruining our life, ruining our own life because we cannot forgive, because of our own resentment. We don't have to care about the other person. If the person is being mean or bad or nasty, they will be punished. It's none of my business. That's their problem. My problem is my own business, my own life. My own life. That's the only problem I have, and I want to have the best life I can. So guys, if you like this meditation, and if you feel any transformation, join my membership. You can still join for the introductory price until Sunday. It's already from 25 euros and more, depending on the kind of support you want. You can read all the information about it in the comments. There will be a link. Just click on it and read. There is all the information. And in the membership, we'll be doing other super transformative practices like this. So this membership is gonna rock your world if you join. I'm sure about that. So have a wonderful evening. I don't even know if I'm still on, because there is some kind of tool on my screen. Right, so have a wonderful evening and see you tomorrow morning. I will be teaching you another super powerful practice called bellows breath, which will promote the health of your digestive tract and also weight loss. So again, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. How do I finish? I don't know if I even finished. What happened here?